Get that ready. Okay. So hi, welcome. Slow stretch. All right. Coming around to the front of your mat, you're going to find yourself in your mountain pose today, but we're going to add a little something with the arms. But first, we start from the base and we work our way up. So look at your feet. Make sure your toes are facing straight forward. The parallel feet. You can have them touching in together. You can have them about hips width apart if that's more comfortable to you. And take a moment to pick your toes up and also to kind of curl them in like you're gripping with your toes and then spread them. So pick them up, grip, spread, kind of like if you were making fists and then opening up again, just like that with your feet, with your toes. Notice that as your toes are lifting and gripping and extending, you have the arches of your feet naturally are engaged and picking up here. You see that arch lifted up off the ground. So now you're going to try and put your toes down, spreading the toes as you go, and keeping the arch of your foot lifted the whole time. So anytime you need a little kind of a refresher of the arch lift, just pick those toes up again. From there, squeezing through your thighs a little bit, firm up those quads, squeezing your sit bone muscles, firm up your base body so your pelvic floor engages. You're going to bring your hands at the heart, interlace your fingers today, and bring your palms up to the sky. That's how we're starting today. If you need a break, you just bring the knuckles to the top of the head, let it rest, and then come up again when you're ready. Try not to let go. Give a little pull against the fingers, create some resistance. Your shoulders are down, away from the ears, so there's space between your head and your arms, and your shoulders. Stand tall, close your eyes. You can always open them at any time if you feel a little imbalanced. Bring your attention to your breath, to the sensations that are created in this pose. Feeling down through the arms, the shoulders, the hands. Your tongue is at the bottom of your mouth. The throat is open. Breathe. Stay here. It is said that the longer you hold a pose, the more you get to know yourself, the more that is revealed. The yoga practice is meant to reflect your normal day-to-day life. As you're here, notice your own mental thought process. Notice your own reaction to this moment. To the pose, to your body. We are training ourselves to become comfortable with our own discomfort. Keep that peace and that calm. Mind is slow. How you react to the challenges in this practice is reflective of how you react to the challenges in your everyday life. Become comfortable in your own discomfort. Keep the hands interlaced, you start to find some movement. So beginning with little exploration, side to side. Take it circles, any direction. You can isolate this around upper body and shoulders. You can have your hips go the opposite way. Create a little spiraling motion in your body, kind of like a little belly dancer almost. spots are. Arms reaching up. Inhale, pressing up to the palms. Heart, exhale. Now stay here. Take your palms, place them over your heart space. Close your eyes. Feel your heartbeat. Feel that difference in the arms, hands, shoulders. Feel your own warmth. That life force that is inside you. Your eyes are open. Take your hands, place them behind you. The opposite finger on top than you had before for that interlace. Open up the feet about shoulder width. So I'm going to turn sideways. A little bit loud. I'm going to turn sideways. You can see a little bit better. As we inhale, we're going to bring those arms up as much as we can. Start to explore arms, neck, up and down, movement through the chest, shoulders. My lonely days are over, and life is like a song. We bring this into our forward fold. Your inhale, extend and open. Your exhale, bend the knees. Lead with your heart and fold as much as you can. Little sways left and right. Or keep a softness in the knees. Roll the shoulders if it feels good. You can take little breaks by bringing the hands onto the low back or bending the elbows. Having our arms above the head in the first pose, having them in this position here, bringing some really good inversions into the arms. Opening up shoulders, tension from the upper back and neck. Can call my own. I found a thrill to press my cheek. One more inhale, those arms might extend a little bit more. And exhale, release the hands to the ground. Feel that difference. And just hang out. Take any full variations here that you love. Be sure your toes are facing forward, toes are spread, arches are lifted. With an inhale, come halfway up, pressing into the shins, lengthen. Allow any blood rushing to come through, any dizziness to pass. We'll come down to all fours, bringing your hands to the mat and just stepping one knee down and then the other. Take a moment to come back into your child pose and fold it down. Our child pose is a great home base pose, a great place to come to reset and recenter. You give your hand to me. Might wiggle the hips left and right if it feels good. And then you say hello. Your forehead rocking side to side on the ground or supported by the hands or a block. You get a little forehead massage. Anyone can tell. You think you know me well. Well, you don't know me. And walking your hands over to the right as much as you can. No, you don't know the one who dreams of you at sit bones pulling back to that left heel. Head drops. Breathe into the left side of your body. Open the ribs. Oh, I'm just a friend. Big belly breath. That's all I've ever been. 'Cause you don't know me. Left hand can walk over on top of the right hand if you need more. For I never knew the
art of making love. Though my heart aches with love.
And walk it over to the left.
Afraid and shy, I let my chance go by.
Sit down, pull back.
A chance that you
Reach
might
out,
love
especially
me.
through that right arm. Maybe right hand walks over to the left.
Give your hand to me.
Breathe into your right side.
And then you say goodbye. I watch you walk away beside the lucky guy. Oh, you'll never know the one who loved you so. Well, you don't know me.
So return to center, reaching the arms forward, child pose. Both sides of the body long and reaching. And finding yourself into all fours, tabletop. Arms under your shoulders, your knees under the hips width apart. Find your traditional cat-cows here. Inhales, drop the belly, open the heart, look up to the sky. Exhale. That's my dog. Zip up your belly, drop your head.
I never knew.
Keep it going, your breath.
Art of making love.
Feeling free to roll the hips, the neck.
With love for you.
Change direction of the hands and stretch into the wrists.
Afraid and shy, I let my chance go by. A chance that you might love me too. You give your hand to me.
I'm returning to.
And when you say goodbye, I watch you walk away.
Never fall.
The lucky guy.
Alright, so you're back in your tabletop all fours. You just got home. You're going to take your knees together and touching, and your right foot, step it back behind you. I'll give that a little pulse. Kind of press into the toes, and then a little forward, and press back a little bit forward. So you're getting some good movement here through the foot, the ankle. And we're going to search for a stretch down that right calf muscle and down into the Achilles tendon.
You don't.
If you need to pick up the foot and roll it around, you are welcome to. From here, take that back foot, spin it flat to your mat. Line up knee to arch of the foot, and then your right arm is going to reach up to the sky for that supported side plank. If balance is being kind of an issue today, your bottom leg, you'll spin that foot a little bit behind you. We're going to do that anyway later, so you can go ahead and do it now if you want to. Open, take some circular movements in that top arm and shoulder.
Georgia, the whole day through.
But if you haven't already, that bottom leg, spin it. The foot is up behind you a little bit. The thigh, knee are pointed or kind of forward in front of you. This allows you to press your hips forward a little bit more and allows your body to arch back. Imagine your head would touch that left foot. Reach into the right arm. Explore.
A song of you.
From here, keep the legs the way they are. You're going to circle the hands down and come a little bit off that right side of your mat. Yeah, so it's almost like you're in all fours again, but that right leg is out to the side. From here, rotate the right toes, the face to the back of your mat, and then bend the right knee. Start to walk your hands over. So this right leg kind of is almost like a goddess, right? The knee pressing back, opening up that inner thigh. The left leg is in a half frog pose. So you're getting double, kind of a two-leg hip opener here. You can explore little movements, low or high.
Oh, Georgia, no peace.
hips return where they were, so that right leg is straightening out again. Now we're going to go to a half split. So you're going to walk to face the back of your mat, spin your back leg, and you found yourself in half split pose, facing the back of your mat. Just explore here, wiggle the hips, roll the ankle.
Other eyes smile tenderly, still in peaceful dreams I see the road.
And then return to that frog and goddess pose, right? So we come back around, we bend the knee one more time. Go open up those hips. You can always use a blanket or a towel if you need to pad under your knees anytime.
No peace I find.
Reverse. Spin yourself around to the front of the mat. You're all the way back where you started. And putting that right knee down. Yeah, hopefully that right side was a little different. Let's do the other side. Left toe step back. And just stay here and just press back and forward. Roll the ankle. Look for that calf, Achilles tendon stretch. And then spinning the back foot flat. Look down, make sure your front knee is lined up with that back arch, and your left arm reaches up to the sky. Find some exploring movement. Shoulder opening, arm, chest, side, body. Your balance a little bit challenged. Breathe.
Please come close, for I long for you to hear the sound.
And then taking that bottom leg, rotate it so your foot is out behind you. Press your hips forward and try to arch yourself back. You can even move that bottom hand if you need to. Almost like a back bend.
Where there is no fertile ground, longing for, yearning not to be forgotten in an age.
And then rolled around into that half goddess, half frog. So when we come into center, turning your left toes to the back of your mat, then bend the left knee and lower down through those hips. Feeling free to explore. Maybe take little movements. You can drop down to the elbows or stay high. But try not to let your left knee buckle forward, right? Keep it pressing outward, out behind you.
We must give to all the others those
Return, spin to the back of your mat. Half split stretch.
Reaching out,
Breathe.
so that we are not forgotten in a time when the music is forgotten, in a time when the music is forgotten. If we stand
And
on
returning to your half goddess, half
how
frog.
can we do good?
One more time.
Wash our hands of all our friends, where change can really come. If we hide our fears and don't draw near,
And then return and spin around to the front of the mat. You can come back where you started. Bring the knee in. All fours. Awesome. From here, come down onto your elbows. You can keep your head up the whole time if you wish, or you can stack your fists or interlace your fingers and let your head rest onto your hands, or even a block if you wanted. Knees together. We're going to take the right leg, keep the leg bent as it comes up, your foot facing toward the ceiling. Be careful not to let your spine fall into a cow pose, right? You're going to keep that kind of pull in of the abs like you would for cat, and pulse this right leg. As if you were just going to step on that ceiling a little bit. Breathe. Try not to let the right hip open up too much. Bring a little squeeze into your sit bone muscles as you pulse. You're pushing something up with that right foot. And here, keep that leg up. Come up onto your hands. Straighten the leg. Inhale, extend it. You can open it here if you like to, just a nice little release. And then take that right foot forward between your hands. Knee over ankle. Walk the back leg out any amount to find your low lunge and roll it out. Or you might even dip over into your left hip, horizon pose. A little bit more into your side body.
Born in a hurry, always late. Haven't been early since 88.
From here, recenter the hips. We're going to pyramid. Curl the back toes. Lift, begin to straighten the front leg as much as you can. Right, this is a good place to have blocks under the hands if your tends to be a little bit tight here. The front leg can have a bend to it anytime. It can be a little bit less. All 10 toes face forward. So that back heel is a little bit off the mat and you get that nice calf stretch. Hold it as much as you can. Belly to the top of the right thigh. Firm your thighs, spread your toes.
I'm gonna do it my way, it'll be alright. If we burn it down and it takes all out, it's a slow burn. Yeah.
This is going to take us into a wide angled forward fold. So you're going to do a little bend in the front knee. Bring that right arm inside the leg and spin to your left.
In Tennessee, the sun's going down.
Wide angle forward fold. All 10 toes. Turn a little bit inward, pigeon toeing in. Press into the outer edges of your feet.
You know the bar down the street don't close for an hour. We should take a walk.
You can wiggle the hips. You can alternate a bend of the knees. So take any variation of poses here, or any variation of stretch here that you like. Moving over to one leg or the other. Arms reach out in front of you or through the leg.
I'm gonna do it my way, it'll be alright. If we burn it down and it takes all night, just
And then coming halfway up, pressing through the hands. This is going to bring you into your side lunge. Bend your left knee and lower the hips. So if you're kind of tight today, this might be about it. If you're feeling good, turn your right toes up toward the ceiling and let those hips melt down as much as you can. Stretch here. Breathe. You can stay high. You can try to take your hands up if you want to bring a little bit more challenge for balance. You could even bring your body low down in front of you for more stretch. And play. What does your body need today? No expectation.
old. My turn. I know a few things, but I still got a lot to learn. So I'm alright with a slow burn.
Gonna ground your left heel a little bit more.
Slow burn. Slow burn.
From here, we're gonna make our way down to the sit bones. So, sit bones down, getting there any way you can. This left knee is going to come out in a half deer pose. We're going to turn our body toward the front of the mat and let that left knee come out to the side. So, let me turn a little bit. This is how you're looking. So this is my right leg. Right leg straight out in front, left leg Out to the side, 90-degree bend, right? We're going deer pose. We've done this, and we will do that. We're going to go to this, but that front leg is just straight. That's the only difference. If you need to take that rest of the back knee at any time, straighten the leg out to the side so you have an L shape with your legs. Okay, that's your break. Otherwise, 90-degree bend. So it's not tucked into you, right? Have that foot facing out to the back of the mat. Sitting tall, arms up. Grab hands or hook thumbs or grab a wrist, whatever's comfortable to you. But have a connection for the hands, a little bend in the elbows, and keep these arms as far back as you can. So they're going to want to go forward. Don't let them. Even with the ears, or a little bit more behind. Yeah? Inhale, sit tall, halfway forward, right there. Notice how the arms want to drop. Couldn't find it in your eyes, but I'm sure it's written all over my face. And having a grip in your hands helps because you pull a little bit with the hands, and it helps you engage and pull these arms back. Stay here. We're going to pulse it. Pulse 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, coming up. And now, trying not to use your hands. I love this thing. You're going to try to bring your front leg into that deer pose. Yeah? So you're going to pick it up, bend it 90 degrees. Where the thigh sticks straight out from the hip in front of you, the knee is straight out in front of you. Arms up. Both legs are bent 90 degrees, like a little pinwheel. Halfway forward. Hold it. You're going to feel a lot of activation in your right leg and through this glute, and that's what we want. Pulse it. 5, 4, feel that core. 3, 2, 1, come up, and your leg comes straight out in front of you. One more time. Pulse 5, 4, 3, 2, stretch it down. 1. Any amount. Right, going all the way down is not happening. Sometimes just having the hands to support you and sitting up really straight and tall can give you the stretch you need. So you just keep on hinging your way down with the hands to support you. Front foot is flexed, toes are pulled back and spread. Belly trying to line up with the top of the thigh as much as possible. Breathing big into your belly. And walk it up. Arms up. Take that front leg. Bend 90 degrees. At deer pose variation. Pulse. 5, 4, 3, 2, all the way down. 1. Belly lined up with this right inner thigh. As I was sleeping, I dreamed I held you in my arms. When I awoke, dear, I was mistaken. So I hung my head and I cried. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. As we inhale, walk it up. You make me happy. This is going to transfer you into your one-legged pigeon. You might have to scoot a little bit forward depending on how much room you have around behind you. I don't have any room behind me, so I'm going to scoot. You're going to lean all the way into that right hip. Your back leg extend out behind you. If you have to get into it differently, that's okay. That's how I'm going to teach you today. And then from there, Recenter and square those hips. Roll into the top of the back leg. Front knee, walk it over to the edge of your mat. Front foot, shin can be parallel, or you can bring that foot closer into your body for less intensity. Your one-legged pigeon. Inhale, find that lengthening. Open the heart, look up. Exhale, fold it down. Breathe. Back toes facing straight back. And take away any angling of the ankle. Close your eyes if you can, just breathe. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. Paying attention to those tight, tender areas. Relaxing and softening them. Getting heavy. When it rains, it pours, but you didn't even notice. It ain't raining anymore. It's hard to breathe when all you know is the struggle of staying above the rising water line. Well, the sky is finally open. The rain and wind stop blowing, but you're stuck out in the same old storm again. Gently come back into your all fours, tabletop. And take any releasing movements that you need here. If you want to go to three-legged dog, you can. It's your practice. Woo, feel that difference. If you could see what I see, you'd be blinded by the colors. Yellow, red, orange, and green. And at least a minute. If you need more time, take it. When you're ready, we're going to do our other side. The knees together. Come back down to your elbows. And now it's your left foot. It's going to come up. The knee is bent. Spread your toes. Flex the foot. And pulse it. Pull your ribs in. Belly in like you would for a cat pose. Well, darling, I'm just trying to tell ya that there's always been a rainbow hanging over your head. Breathe. Like you're pushing with the foot every time you lift it up, a little push. Controlled. You feel that contraction. Take a look around. Everything is alright now. And keeping the leg up, come onto your hands. Extend the leg. Maybe open up the hip if you like, a little release. And take the foot forward between your hands. Walk your back knee out any amount. Low lunge. Stretch it out. Your front knee directly over the ankle. Front heel is flat to the ground. It'll all be alright. Tongue at the bottom of your mouth. Your jaw is relaxed. The lips are closed. Recentering hips coming into your pyramid. Curl the back toes, lift the knee, and then shift those hips up and back as much as you can. Maybe I didn't love you. Holding your belly into the top of the thigh. Why did
as often as I could have.
All 10 toes face forward.
Maybe
The back heel
I didn't
a
treat
little bit
you
off the ground.
quite as good as I should have. If I made you feel second best, girl, I'm sorry I was blind. You were always on my mind.
As we inhale, a little bend in the front knee.
You were always
Walk
on
yourself
my
over to your
mind.
right. Find your wide angled fold here.
Maybe I didn't hold you
And take whatever you love in this wide angle.
all those lonely,
Maybe something different than the last time we were here. Hold 10 toes, turn slightly inward, press into the outer edges of your feet, keeping your thighs firm.
I'm so happy that you're mine. Little things I should have said and done, I just never took the time. But you were always on my mind.
Halfway up lengthen.
You were always
Moving into your side lunge on the other side. So here we bend the right knee. Try to bring those hips a little bit low. If you need more, roll those left toes up to face the ceiling, and this allows you to bring your hips down a bit more. Just go where you can, do what you can. Wherever you are, take a little exploring movements. Again, you can lean forward and really get a good inner thigh and hip stretch. You might feel better extending straight up. Maybe you want to challenge your balance, bring the arms up or out to an L.
Little things I should have said and done.
Now we'll come down to our sit
I
bones.
just never took the time.
If you don't just rock back, come into them any way you can. We're going to turn to face the front of the mat. And this right leg comes out 90 degrees. So you straight out to the side, bend 90 degrees, bring the arms up,
You were always
hold on to the hands the way that you like, soft elbows, inhale, sit tall, and exhale, come halfway, hold. I'm not sure how there's music. Looks like it's working. From there, give it a pulse. 5, keep going. 4, 3, 2, 1, coming up. And you'll take that front knee and bend it 90 degrees into that deer pose. Just in case. Plug it in. Now both legs are bent 90 degrees. Let me pulse it again. Or sorry, come halfway and hold it. Hold that one first. Okay, there we go. Pulse it. 5, 4,
It's
3,
hard to think
2,
this eve of parting
1.
turns to
Bring it up.
sand of
Step
summer
the leg.
gone.
Straighten it out in front. Well, you can use your hands if you need to.
When
Pulse
both
it.
our
5,
minds are warped with
4,
parting, break the thought
3,
of nights alone.
2, 1. Take it all the way down as much as you
Maybe
can.
I
Stretch. Remember, if your
took
back leg
the
ever needs a
silence,
break,
tell
just
myself
straighten it
I
out to the
didn't
side and then bend it
care.
again when you're ready.
Curse the thought of your existence, loving every flaxen hair.
Keep your mind here, where your body is.
Don't move, don't leave me. Conscience runs till out of breath. Sunrise pregnant with your leaving, creeping in like certain death.
And return, rock it up. Arms up. So one more time, pick up that leg back. 90 degrees. Hold it. 5.
Tears me
4.
down to basic
3.
sorrow. Useless
2.
for another.
All the way down. 1.
It's hard to
Your belly button lined up with the inner thigh as much as you can.
turns to sand of summer gone.
Big belly breath.
Both our minds are warped with parting. Break the thought of nights alone. Flesh cries out, don't move, don't leave me. Conscience runs till out of breath. Sunrise pregnant with your leaving, creeping in like certain death.
And walk it out. And here we start to transfer into our one-legged pigeon. Then lean off to the left a little bit to give that back leg some space. Come straight out behind you. Then maybe you walk that foot in a little bit, angle the knee out to the edge of your mat, and we try to roll into the top of the back thigh, bringing that right hip down and squaring off, recentering as needed. Finding your one-legged pigeon, come up one time, inhale, find that nice little up dog extension, and exhale, take it forward. Stretch it out. You also have the option to do this pose on your back. So there you are, but if you need to, you can always come onto your back and bring the ankle to the top of the thigh. And that is the same stretch, just a little bit less intense. Supporting your head if you can. Closing your eyes, breathe. Seems as though a month ago I was beating never got softening those tight areas you're feeling. Now I smile a face, a girl that shares my name. Yeah. Now through the game, this boy will never be the same. Even though we ain't got money, I'm so in love with you, honey. Everything will bring a change. Breathing deeply, mindfully. In the morning when I rise, bring a tear of joy to my eyes and tell me everything's gonna be alright. Pisces, Virgo rising is a very good sign. Strong and kind, and the little boy is mine. And gently walk down. Now I see a family. Gently you're coming back into all fours, tabletop, and finding your releasing movement that you need for anything you want. Even though we ain't got money, I'm so in love with honey. Everything will bring a chain of love. Noticing how your body feels. Bring a tear of joy to my eyes and tell me. And when you're ready, come back into your sit bones. Scooting up to the front of your mat. We are going to come into an abdominal roll down. You're going to bring your arms up to the sky, chin to your chest, look at your belly the whole time to protect your neck. Roll down in 6, 5, 4,
Try to earn what lovers own.
3,
Even
2,
though we ain't got money,
1. Stretch it out.
I'm so in love with you, honey, and everything will bring a chain of love.
From here, you're going to roll over onto the right side of your body.
When I rise,
And we're going, you can have your head propped, or you can have it resting, whatever's comfortable to you. Top leg, we're going to pick it up, bend it, reach back with the hand to find your foot or ankle, and you're looking for your quad stretch. You're going to hug that ankle, or excuse me, that foot into your sit bone. I'm just going to play with rocking the leg a little bit back, rocking the leg a little bit forward. Imagine your knee was going to touch the ball out past the front of your mat. Search for your top of your thigh stretch, quad stretch. Play with flexing your back foot or pointing it, what feels better. There it is. If I pull mine back a little bit, there's where I feel it. Resistance between the leg and the hand. Let it release.
imagine there's no
And just roll over to the other side.
It's easy if you try.
Right knee to bend or just top leg and find your stretch.
No hell below us.
Great activation. Resistance between the ankle, the
Above
foot, and
us
the
is
hand.
only sky.
Imagine your knee was going to touch the front wall.
Imagine all the people living for today. You may say that I'm a dreamer,
And let it
but I'm
release. Come
not
onto
the
your back.
only one.
Recenter. Bring your knees
I
into your
hope
chest.
someday
Hug
you'll
or
join
circles,
us,
or you can alternate.
and the world will live as one.
Bottoms of your feet touch the mat.
There's no country.
Open the arms out. You can keep the knees stacked or you can cross either leg
It isn't
over.
hard
Twist to your
to
right.
do.
Head to the left. Breathe.
Nothing to kill or die for. No religion too. Imagine all the people living life for peace. You and you may say that I'm a dreamer,
Inhale, return through center, realign.
but I am not the only.
Change the cross if you need to. And bring your twist over to your left. Head to the
I
right.
hope someday you'll
Breathe.
join us, and the world will live as one. Imagine no possessions. I wonder if you can. No need for greed or hunger. A brotherhood of man. Imagine all the people
Return to center.
sharing.
Take any last pose or stretch that you feel you need.
You and you may say that I'm a dreamer,
When you're ready, opening out into your last pose,
but I'm not the only
into your
one.
Shavasana. Legs open out nice and wide, your arms coming out about 45 degrees from the body, palms flipped open, resting in the very center of the back of your head, removing anything that's in the way. Close and cover the eyes. caught up in this whole outside world, we forget how to pay attention to what is right in front of us, directly around us. We can perceive with our own senses. This is your time to return to the present, your own truth, to your own reality. Every exhale grows longer than your inhales. As every part of your body surrenders, grow heavy, numb into the ground. Your mind open, clear. keeping your eyes closed. Your awareness returns to the space you are in. You notice where the ground touches our body and where it doesn't. You move the breath fuller and deeper. Notice the movement of your clothing. Movement returns to fingers and toes. Wrists and ankles. A gentle rock of your head side to side. If you'd like, stretch of the arms. Reach into the back wall, stretching as if you just woke up. Maybe a yawn. Wiggle of the tongue and the jaw. Walking your feet into the sit bones to bend the knees. You can hug the knees if you like. Rolling over to either side of your body. And peacefully, slowly make your way up to any comfortable sitting position. As much as you give your attention to that far away outside world, give as much attention to yourself, to the world and the reality that is directly around you, in front of you, inside you. We bring our hands together to the heart space. With gratitude, with love, we say to each other, Namaste. Thank you guys so much. If you want to stick around for a second, I've got a story for you. You don't have to though, you can just leave if you need to leave, but let me turn that music off. Okay. My little story is the past couple social media posts I've done have been about my little thing I say is living in fear isn't living, and I get a little bit of flack for that. People mistake it as me encouraging everyone to go out there and just start like licking homeless people and spread the virus, which is not what I'm saying at all. My story is that where that kind of came from is because I ran into a friend at the grocery store, and I hadn't seen him since way before a pandemic. And we were more like bar buddies, I guess you'd say. Like we both kind of sat at the Whole Foods bar, and he was always there. We just would talk. And so I saw him and asked him how he'd been. And he said that he had spiraled emotionally and mentally after the lockdown happened. He had such a very, very consistent routine of life. And when that was disrupted, he holed himself up in his house by himself. He didn't eat. He was not sleeping. His circadian rhythms got off. He was not exercising at all. So he dropped 35 pounds in a month. he collapsed in his house, and because he was alone, he woke up eventually and dialed 911, and then he was in the hospital for a month recovering, and he is better now, and he has started to find a new routine, and he's under the care of a doctor. But my point is that is what I'm talking about when I say people need to start accepting that this is long term. Start finding your new normal. Start creating your new routine. Don't live holed up in fear and spiral like that. That was just as bad for his health, right? Um, so that's kind of what I mean when I say those words is start living, but living in a way that's right for you and not living in a way that is just this paralyzing fear. Yeah, so I'm hoping that makes sense. And if you have any feedback or comments or questions, please let me know. If you're like, Diane, that makes absolutely no sense, let me know. But those are the people I think of. And I have another friend that she was in a very small apartment, and she kind of freaked out eventually and like broke quarantine and went and hung out with a bunch of people, and then she freaked out again because of that, and then now she's with her parents and went home, and she's been there ever since. So again, just that paralyzing, debilitating fear. That's what I'm talking about. We do need to get on with our lives in a respectful and in a responsible way, for sure. But, yeah. All right. So no, just look in your life. What you doing? Maybe you can have a little. Maybe you can have little funs here and there somewhere. Yeah. Okay. But that was it. That was my little story. So, and I hope that he reached maybe someone, or maybe you know someone who is holed up and maybe needs to hear that. So, thank you, Holly. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm gonna so it's not don't go out there and start coughing on babies or something, but like. Um, Find your new normal. We gotta keep our mental and our physical health and our emotional health really, really, really in check. And yoga is great, so keep coming to yoga. Yay!
All right.
Thanks, Diane.
Thank you guys so much.
Bye.
Thank you for being here. Again, new August schedule. I'll send out for those of you that are subscribed. I'll send out the new email with the August album soon, probably later today or tomorrow. And yeah, that's it, guys. Have a great one. New prop class on Thursdays. If you have a set of yoga props, blanket, block straps, join me for on Thursdays and do some poses with your props. Super fun. Okay, everyone's good?
Thank you, Diane. It was a great class.
Thank you guys so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.